Hello, welcome to the Westlock Pioneer Museum. My name is Mario, and for this week's What's in a Name, we'll be talking about Monsignor Eugene Rooney, who served as a priest in Westlock for 49 years. Eugene Rooney was born on Prince Edward Island in 1899. He had 12 other siblings, 6 of which became either a priest or a nun. In 1923, he came down to Edmonton, and there he was ordained a priest. And after briefly being in 2 other parishes, he was sent to Westlock in 1924. And the first thing he did was tour around the area that had been assigned to him and say Mass in every church inside of it. But traveling by horse and buggy, this took him about 2 months. Afterwards, he wrote to his mother, "You wouldn't believe this, but my parish is larger than all of Prince Edward Island." Eventually, he was able to buy a car, but since gas was quite expensive at the time and he didn't know very much about vehicles, he would often run out of gas in the middle of the road. By 1927, Westlock was still without a hospital, so he wrote a letter requesting that the Sisters of Charity in Halifax would come down and start a hospital in Westlock. When they came down that summer, they stayed with Father Rooney until a hospital could be built the next year. Once the hospital was built, Father Rooney worked as a mailman, handyman, a plumber, a porter, and a board member to help keep the hospital running. This was around the time that he met Dr. George Whistle, and the two became good friends. It was Father Rooney who convinced Dr. George Whistle to move to Westlock so that he could work at the hospital more often. By 1951, Pope Pius XII gave the title Monsignor to Father Rooney, which marked his great service to the Church. Father Rooney, or now Monsignor Rooney, started the CWL in the St. Paul Diocese shortly afterwards, and he served as their spiritual director until he retired in 1972. When he died in 1975, Westlock News reported that his funeral was the largest in Westlock's history. Over 500 guests came, and among them were 70 priests and 3 bishops. Father Rooney was known to be a very popular man, and people from every denomination came. If you would like to hear any more about Monsignor Rooney, come down to the Westlock Pioneer Museum. We're open from Tuesdays till Saturdays from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. I'd love to tell you more about him.